So what we have in front of us today is the Lustro. This right here is the next generation of vaping, man. We're really going to change the market with this device. It's amazing how much technology we've been able to cram into this one device right here. I got to tell you, it is astonishing. You know, every time I think we've reached a whole new level of amazingness, you know, I'm stunned because, you know, we come out with something that just really revolutionizes and changes the game. You know, we really are one of the leaders in innovation, and we try our hardest to bring you such a product that is next level. You know, go ahead and take a quick look at this thing, man. As you see, I'm running at 45 watts with my Zestia. Right now I have it set up kind of as a cloud chaser setup, but you could run not too long as well. But let's go ahead and get back into the Lustro. It's got a very interactive interface. The Lustro's customizable in every aspect for better user experience. It's got futuristic technology such as infrared sensors to switch modes. We'll get into that a little later. I'll show you a better in-depth view of it. Let's go ahead and show you how to unlock the device. So if I were to swipe down, as most of you are familiar with, you can swipe down and unlock it, change the wattage, all that good stuff, right? So let's go over here and show you how to change the setting again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 clicks will bring you to this menu here. Swipe over. Swipe to see the locking method. So as you see here, I have it under slide. If I click down, it's on click. This right here brings you back up to the menu. As you see here, the little lock symbol's there. If I tap the screen 3 times rapidly, 1, 2, 3, unlocks the screen. I can now adjust everything on the screen itself, the wattage, and so forth. The speedometer here, as you see, I don't know if you guys can tell really, but you can see where it says SEC, SEC meaning your seconds, obviously. Go ahead and tap, unlock the screen. If I tap the actual gauge, it changes to 10x. Now this is representing your wattage. So if you go ahead and see I have 45 watts, watch the speedometer. It'll ramp up to 45-ish, and it'll stop. It won't go any higher. But if I swipe back, if I tap again, go back to seconds, it's going to show you how long of a hit you're taking. It'll ramp up slowly as you take your hit. Obviously up to 10 seconds, as most people cannot even hit longer than that. Down here at the bottom as well, you'll see an N. This right here is to change the way your device hits. So let's go ahead and unlock it again so we can adjust that. If you swipe upward on the N, it'll change to H for hard, S for soft, and back to N for normal. Normal, obviously, if you have it at 45 watts, it's going to hit at 45 directly. If you have it on hard, it'll hit a little harder than 45 and drop back down to the wattage you had set. And if you have it on soft, it'll start off lower and ramp up to the desired wattage that you have. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you the different settings on temperature mode. Go ahead and have the screen unlocked again so I can show you guys. If you press and hold on where it says temp, it's going to bring you into your selection for different metals. Ni200, Ti for titanium, SS317, SS316, SS304, Ni200 back again. Alright, so we come out of that. If you were to go ahead and hit your seconds again, as I showed you earlier, it goes from seconds to 100 the Fahrenheit, and it ramps up gradually, same way as on watt mode, or excuse me, same way as on power mode. So here we are on curve mode, right? We go press and hold on the watts. You're going to get a column for your W, meaning watts, and a column with an S, meaning seconds. So anything on this side is going to be your watts. So on the first one right here, let's go ahead and set this one to maybe about, I don't know, let's say 20. Just really fast for the demonstration. We're going to go ahead and get this all set up for you guys so we can get a better shot of how it actually functions and works. Alright guys, now we got this whole thing set up for you guys to give you a better viewing of how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and unlock it again. Press and hold upon the numbers. So as you see, I have mine set up for 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and everything's at a half second. I find that if you have it anything under half a second, it'll basically just jump right over the wattage that you have set. Anything longer, and well, honestly, who takes a 10-second hit? Alright, so you guys can see how this actually functions. As you see right here, my watts are at 20. Okay, press and hold, it's going to gradually change throughout the time. It'll loop, thus giving you a more customizable hit. If you want it to ramp up, if you want it to drop down, if you want to have a more flavorful experience, you can really adjust this to the set of coils that you have built in here. Really customizing it, man, giving you endless opportunities for builds, for flavor, for everything. You know, definitely give it a try, especially if you've never checked it out, especially if you've never even heard of curve mode. All right, so as you guys know, I've just shown you guys curve mode. Swipe over, you have your temp mode. Swipe over again, you have power. Swipe again, you got TFR, TCR, back to curve, back to temp, back to power. You get the idea. I know some of you guys may be wondering, how is the screen changing and I'm not actually physically touching it? That has to do with our infrared technology that we have inputted into this. Like I said earlier, you know, we're all about innovation. We're all about bringing you the latest, the greatest, the best. You know, I would hope that you guys expect nothing less from us. You know, we've proven this time and time again that there are no limitations. So, just give you a little quick look. So once the screen's actually unlocked, you can swipe over and the sensor's going to pick up your motion. So it's curve, change, temp, boom, boom. You can navigate all the settings, even the main menu settings. Everything, all sensor. This right here is amazing. I've never seen anybody put this onto a device yet, in our industry at least. You know, also, if you're not really a fan of the infrared sensor, if you don't like the swipe action, all that good stuff, right, you can shut that off. You know, we don't want to force anybody to have anything. We want you to be able to choose. You know, we're all about choice here, and we want you to be able to make sure that you have the best experience, you know. So if you didn't like that, you can simply shut it off by doing this. Swipe upward. You'll see right here the little hand symbol. Select that. As you see right here, it says on. If I shut it off, that function is no longer activated. Does not matter how often I swipe, or as much as swipe, as hard as I swipe. It is not going to activate. But like I said, this right here gives you the option. Alright guys, so I actually have the infrared shut off right now, and I'm not sure if you can see it too well, but right down here at the bottom you'll see a little hand, and it'll actually have an X through it indicating that it is off. Right here you'll have your lock, and like I said, normal, soft, hard, just the way you hit. Alright, so just to show you that it is in fact off, swiping nothing, right? So turn it back on, 1, 2, 3. Now if I swipe over, you have no IR sensor. Now, another thing I want to show you guys, I'm sure you guys have all seen it on our Instagram or our Facebook feeds. We do have a flashlight on this device. So to access the flashlight is just the same way you would access the IR sensor. Be right underneath it. Select that, a little flashlight appears here on your screen. You tap it once, it'll illuminate one of the light bulbs. So you have one light actually illuminated right there. Now, if I were to tap this again, it'll illuminate both, thus giving you a little flashlight action, you know, once again, you know, bringing you something new. Now we're in the main menu, I'm going to swipe over and show you some of the things it's got going on for it. This right here is going to be your power, so you can turn off the device. This right here is going to show you your resistance. You can set it to something different if you'd liked. Over here, this right here is going to be your screen timer. So you can set how long your screen illuminates for, down to 3 seconds and all the way up to 1 minute. Boom, 60 seconds. So from 60 seconds back down to 3. I keep mine on around about 6 seconds. I find that that's perfect for me. Swipe back over again. This is your lock, as I showed you earlier. You can shift from the 3-click method back to our original slide. Some people are more comfortable with the slides, some people may be more comfortable with the clicking. Either way, it's for you to decide. I'm going to go ahead and put the motion sensor back on. Just because I like it and it's new, and I definitely want you guys to see it and how functional it is. So, 1, 2, 3. Swipe over, just so you see it's back on. Boom, 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 right? Easy to use, easy to use. This right here is your LED light settings, right? I could select that. You change your colors from green to red to blue. Let's go ahead and see what blue looks like. Blue on the fire button as well as the LED panel on the side. Let's give you guys a closer look at green. Green honestly is one of my personal favorites. I think it's a close tie between green and red for myself. But like I said, that's for you guys to decide. We give you options, as well as if you didn't want the light to be on, you can actually shut it off as well. Let me go ahead and show you guys how to do that. This right here is going to allow you to shut on and off of the light. So let's go ahead and have it off. As you see, it'll fire, firing it, but there's no light. If you want to save your battery life, you can definitely turn it off. Alright, so this little emblem right here is for your fast, medium, and slow. This right here is going to control how fast the light actually ramps up and down on the sidebar here. Let's go ahead and give you a closer look at that. So I have it on fast right now. So as you look right here at this bar, watch how fast it ramps up. Goes up with it really quick. Alright, now let's go ahead and switch it back to let's say medium, just so you get an idea. Actually, let's go to soft, or slow, excuse me. So that way you can see the difference. Boom, goes up extremely slow. Alright, so this video right here is going to show you the chipset version. Right here we have version 1.8 on ours. We should have new updates coming out shortly. You know us, we're always bringing you new stuff. This cloud right here, this is going to be for your downloads. So if you want to upgrade it, you would select that, hit yes, and you can go ahead and start upgrading your device. Now right here, this is for your speedometer. Now if you go ahead and select this, fun, it'll allow the speedometer to ramp up slowly. And if you have it on real, it's going to jump right to where you have it set on your wattage. Let's give you a quick look. So this right here is on real. So I have mine at 45 degrees. Let's go ahead and change out of temp mode back to power. So now we're in power mode. If you watch right here, it'll jump up really fast right to 45. I don't know if you guys can see that at home. But let's see if we get this thing in focus. Boom, right up to that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so let's go ahead and change it back out. Alright, now let's go to fun. Alright, we're back to fun. As you see, it gradually ramps up. Backing around, ramping it up. Alright, just a little customization depending on what you like. Now, you can go ahead and lock the device with 3 clicks. Boom, system lock. Won't fire, nothing goes on. So 3 clicks again, and the system's unlocked and you're able to navigate through all the functions. Alright guys, so that was a closer look at the Lustro. I hope you guys get a chance to go out and check it out. This really is a wonderful device. People have been waiting for this thing for a little while now, and I'm sure that once everybody gets their hands on it, they're going to be extremely happy. There's so much going on here, so much to offer. So much technology, so much everything. I really hope that everybody out there can appreciate the innovative technologies that we've put forth. Really, I can't name one company out there that's doing the things that we do here at Asmodus. There's really nobody else out there like us. Give you a closer look at the inside of the battery door. We've went ahead and removed the magnets from the V2. I know some people out there may have had an issue with their magnets on the V2 coming out or losing them. So now you guys don't have to worry about that anymore. Especially you guys out there in Germany. I know you guys have had issues with that, and I'm sure that you guys are going to love this. If I go ahead and pop out the batteries. Go ahead and pop these out. As you see here, it says push up when you install, push down. I'm not too sure if in the final version that if these are going to be molded into the plastic. Keep in mind mine is Proto. But this right here is simply showing that these are spring-loaded. It's easier to install that way. Also, if you guys can take a closer look here, this is a safety feature that we've inputted onto these, thus keeping the negative of the battery from touching the contact altogether. This limits the possibilities of you hurting yourself or blowing up or any kind of a malfunction. This is one more step forward in safety that a lot of companies haven't taken. At the end of the day, we want you guys to be safe. You guys are number one in our eyes, because without you guys, we'd be nowhere. We really have reached the level we have because of the support from you guys out there. And we're very thankful and we're very grateful for you guys. So we want to take our time to say we thank you. Alright, right here it's going to ask if your batteries are married without damage. This right here is a safety feature that we're starting to put on all our devices. If you were to hit no, it'll shut the device down. You would not be able to use the device unless you remove the batteries and reinsert them. Only if and only if they are married pair with no damage. We highly do not recommend using any batteries that are mismatched, have not been married. The reason for this being is that the cells die off unevenly. It can be considered unsafe. Alright, so we're actually out here trying to prevent you from having any mishaps. Battery safety is number one. Understand what you're doing, please. So go ahead and select yes, and the device will turn on. Now, one last thing I want to show you guys before we get out of here. We're using USB Type-C on this device. To my knowledge, we're the first and only company to use USB Type-C on our mods. This is for faster downloading, faster charging, things of that nature. It's not recommended to charge your batteries through your device, but you can in time of need. It is an option. Like I said, we don't want to limit you, but we also do not recommend at the same time to charge your batteries through your device. But let's go ahead and give this thing one last vape before we get out of here.